Fitting text to a path can be achieved in CorelDRAW by adding text along the path of an open object such as a line or a closed object like a circle. This can be done using the text tool from the toolbox or by using the text to path command from the text menu. CorelDRAW offers a variety of controls, allowing you to adjust the position of the text on the path and mirror text along the path. This activity continues from the previous one. To open the document, double-click it from the Get Started tab on the Welcome screen. After opening the file, zoom into the second reference page, which is page 2, by pressing F2 on your keyboard. We will create the Donate Today text that sits above the heart. Next, let's move to our working page, which is page 4 in this case. Navigate to the Pages panel and select Single Page View. Start by placing an image off-page into the heart shape. Select the image with the Pick tool, then right-click on the image and choose PowerClip Inside. You'll be presented with an arrowhead. Simply click in the heart. Let's create an outline for the heart shape. So kindly choose the Properties Docker. Click on the very first icon, which is Outline. Let's go ahead and choose a color. In this case, it's going to be this goldenrod color. Then let's change the thickness of the line to 10 points. And there you have it. We're now ready to create a circle onto which we will set our text. Let's zoom in a touch. So kindly hit F2 and draw a zoom box around the heart. Then pick up the Ellipse tool and drag it to any size. Head over to the Properties bar at the top and change the value to 70 for both width and height. You may need to unlock the aspect ratio. With that done, please choose the Pick tool. Then, holding Shift, click on the heart. Would now like to align the circle perfectly to the heart. So hit the letters C and E to center vertical and horizontal. Let's go ahead and put down some text, in this case, Donate Today. Click anywhere on the page and type out the text. Then choose Ctrl+A on your keyboard to select all of that text. We'd obviously like to change some of the formatting properties for this text. Selected is Arial in your Properties bar. Go ahead and type in freehand 521BT. That's the typeface we'll be working with. Let's change the color to the goldenrod once again. Then let's change the size of the text to 70 points. Please select the Pick tool, then head over to the text menu and come down to Text to Path. This is where the magic happens. CorelDRAW instantly picks up on objects that you hover over, and this is arguably the most intuitive way to apply text to a path. When you're happy, simply click in Job Done. Should you want to kern the text either by bringing the letters closer or further apart, simply choose the Shape tool and drag the rightmost arrow. If you select the text with the Pick tool, you're able to access additional properties. These include how the text is being fit to the path, and you can see you have a number of options there. I'll settle on the very first one once again, as well as the ability to merge the text on the path, which is extremely handy. As you can see, you have total control over the text despite it being fit to a path. Let's explore one final thing, and that is working with columns when dealing with paragraph text. We'll scroll to this area of the artwork. Pick up the Text tool and simply drag a text container just under the headline. Let's make some changes to the properties of that text. We'll settle for Futura once again, and we want the size of 8 points. Then head over to the text menu, choose Paragraph Text Frame and insert Placeholder text. Choose Ctrl+A on your keyboard and let's change the justification to Full Justify. The text is clearly the wrong color, so we'll choose white. To create the columns for the paragraph text, choose the second from last icon on the Properties Docker, which is Frame, and from here let's choose a Number of Columns option. We'll go for 2. Okay, let's click away and see what that looks like, and that's done. Let's hit F4 on the keyboard to see the entire page. Then let's hide the guides layer so we get a better sense of the final design. To do this, head over to the Objects Docker, and from the Objects Docker for my back page, click on the eyeball alongside the guides layer. Now you'll notice that there is an outline on the circle. Let's zoom in so we see this better. To eliminate the outline, simply click on the object and right-click on the very first swatch. Click away. Hit F4 once more and we've brought this design to a conclusion. This also wraps up our conversation around text.